Happy Friday, Mayor Dan Pope with a weekly update. What a week we've had. Since I last talked to you, we've endured a 10-inch snowfall last Saturday and locked us down for the weekend. And I want to just really applaud the efforts of our city team, all of them around that, working in coordination with our other partners, the Weather Service, certainly the state. And I heard from a lot of you. I'm going to just read from one email that I got. This is to the city manager and copied to me. All of your hard work and planning paid off. The city crews worked so well and efficiently during the snowstorm this weekend. Thanks for your foresight and coordination. It's from a business owner. It's somebody that his trucks run up and down our street serving citizens, and it really makes sense to him. If our job as a city is to provide for public safety first and foremost, that fits squarely in the way we were able to respond to the storm last weekend, and I'm thankful for that. And I've heard from many of you, and I just wanted to make sure I called that out this morning. Number two, next Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Next Tuesday at 6 o'clock, Tuesday, December 18th, at the Science Spectrum, we're having an open house regarding our water plan, our long-term water plan, our strategic water plan. We'll consider approving an update to that in January. The work is done. It's just getting on our agenda. It's our 5-year period that we update it every 5 years. It's something we work on all the time. It's great work. But if you're interested in learning more about that, Science Spectrum next Tuesday at 6 o'clock. We'll also then consider it in January at an upcoming council meeting. Just a little bit of house cleaning. Next week, our council meeting is on Monday the 17th at 5:15. We will consider the 2040 plan at that time. It'll be our final reading. There'll also be a public hearing for that. That'll be our last council meeting for the year. I'll do a video next Friday, which will look back at 2018 and talk about some accomplishments. We will take that next week off. We think you need a break between Christmas and New Year. And then we'll be back on the first Friday of January, on January 4th. And that video will focus a bit more on what to expect from the council and me in 2019. Two more things quickly. There's a lady in Lubbock named Donna Nussbaum who does what I just call the stocking project. It's a project that we get involved in. I write a letter. We encourage other elected officials around the country to get involved in. Locally, volunteers gather goods that can go in stockings, 3,000 stockings that we send to a U.S. Air Force base in South Korea. We send to Kusan Air Force Base. And it's just one of those things that goes under the radar. But Donna and her team and lots of volunteers do that. And I've been just blown away by the emails I've gotten from airmen or phone calls. We had one guy call last week. This airman called that said he'd never been to Lubbock before, but he was so grateful for the letters he'd received and the stocking, and it was the first time he had ever gotten anything like that. He got choked up as he was sharing this with my assistant, and he said he was appreciative and just wanted us to know. It was pretty interesting. This was last Friday. He said they were getting their first storm of the year, first snowstorm, and we were able to tell him that we were too. So just great work, and we have citizens that do those kind of things, and that often goes under the radar screen. Final thing, this is Nutcracker weekend. You may notice I'm wearing my Mother Ginger pin here. Twice I've been asked to dance in the Nutcracker. That's a loose term. I participated in the Mother Ginger role, and many of you know that role. It's a lot of fun that they ask somebody from the community to do. But Nutcracker's a fantastic Christmas tradition, and it's well done in our community. And I hope you're going this weekend. I hope you're taking your family, your kids, maybe your grandkids something that we have a lot to be thankful for of Ballet Lubbock and what they do. I'm thankful for all of you. There's a lot going on. It's a busy time of the year. Please pause to remember what's important this time of year. Your prayers are important to us. I look forward to talking to you next week. Have a good weekend.